Okay, we've already talked about DNA at this point. Now we're going to talk about a molecule called RNA. DNA stood for deoxyribonucleic acid, and it was named after the sugar deoxyribose. This molecule is now called ribonucleic acid. So as you can guess, it has a different sugar, and that sugar is called ribose. Okay, before we go any further, let me just explain very roughly what RNA is. RNA is a copy of the DNA that leaves the nucleus and heads out to the cell, heads out to the inside of a cell to an organelle called the ribosome. And there it instructs the ribosome how to build a protein. So it is a copy of the DNA. The DNA is telling your cells how to build proteins. And so RNA leaves from the DNA, leaves the nucleus, goes out to a ribosome and tells the cell how to build those proteins. Okay, so it has some different characteristics. You figured out that it has ribose instead of deoxyribose. Now when you look at the picture of it, it's only single-stranded. It only has one side to it. And then there's one additional change, and we'll get to that. It has 4 nitrogen bases, just like DNA did. It has cytosine, guanine, adenine, but a surprise, it has uracil. Instead of thymine, it has a nitrogen base called uracil. So in place of T, there is a U. So to reiterate, RNA differs from DNA in 3 ways. First of all, it's single-stranded. It's only got one side. It has a nitrogen base called uracil instead of the nitrogen base thymine that DNA had. And it has the sugar ribose in place of deoxyribose. Now, there are different kinds of RNA. The first one is the one that I've already talked about a little bit. It's called mRNA. You use a lowercase m and then 3 capital RNAs. It's called messenger RNA. mRNA carries messages from the nucleus to the ribosomes about how to build a protein. So you see it in the diagram. It's copying the DNA. It's going to head out to the cell and tell the cell how to build a protein. Now, this next kind of RNA is called transfer RNA or tRNA. In your notes, I would suggest that you write the word trucks because trucks starts with a TR. This is a molecule that carries amino acids for building a protein to mRNA at the ribosome. So it is carrying amino acids. That's a building supply for building proteins. So just like trucks carry building supplies when somebody's trying to build a building, these things carry the amino acids, which are the building supplies for building proteins. That's why I will often refer to them as trucks. Now, this last form of RNA I will never test you on specifically. It's called rRNA, which stands for ribosomal RNA. Basically, the RNA can form into globs or blobs, I don't care what you call it, and those form our ribosomes. I do expect you to know what ribosomes are. Ribosomes is just the location where the mRNA and the tRNA come together to build a protein. That's it.